This week's episode is sponsored by the Rewire team. One day Rewire specialists. Find them on Facebook or Instagram. Just type in the Rewire team and give them a follow. Thanks. Hello everybody and welcome to the Billy Moore podcast, and today's special guest is John May and my co-host is Darren Schmidt. Welcome John, how are we?
I'm fine, Bill, how are you?
Good. And,
Thanks for having me.
Good to have Darren on site as well.
I think people are getting fucking sick of me though, Bill.
No mate, I think
I only come on with the likes of John and that to just have the serious one Billy does on his own, but when we've got someone like John, I'll come on and we'll have a little scream.
I think it's good though that we can like lighten up the mood, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
there's an audience out there that love like a little bit of humour, a bit of banter. Because what we're missing in society is everyone's gone politically correct, haven't they?
Not everyone's gone hard cases, mate. No one wants to have a laugh. Look at him and me. We just have a laugh, fucking hell. I ridicule myself, Bill. Fucking people don't want to do that. Everyone wants to be this big hard case and I'm dead hard, and that's just all bollocks. Like, look, the other podcasts that just go concentrate on just fucking black gangsters. Can you be arsed watching them?
Which?
Oh, like the gangster stuff, because I can't. I know I
Say
can't.
not because fucking Billy's here and he's the one who does them.
I know, but no, he doesn't just do them, but what we're saying is...
Personally, I'd probably watch something like this because that
Yeah.
doesn't really impress me. I don't
Yeah.
really get excited about that type of
Well,
thing. But
I was talking to you before we started the podcast, before you were downstairs, Dan, I was saying about the demographics, and I'll do a little bit of research and I look at other podcasts and I think, what have they got that I haven't? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do I need that the audience wants? Right, so and I think, okay, so I've worked it out, I looked at the videos and I think, okay, Darren, crime, it goes together, right?
Yeah.
Comedy and crime. It's mad, isn't it? Reality, people being authentic, transparent.
Some people love crime though,
Yeah.
lad, don't they? And if that's their thing, it's their thing. It's just not mine and it's not his.
I started watching that Bangs Up Abroad and I find that like really...
No, fine, that interesting,
Yeah, I
lads. I
find
find
that,
that. But when some going, Billy, what is
You
with
used the
me?
word shit again.
sorry, lads. Fucking hell, Bill. Yeah, what have
you
I?
can
What
beat
is
them
with
out,
me?
you know.
Is I knocked this fella out, no, I knocked that fella out, no, I've never been beat on the cobbles, mate. And I just go, lad, switch over.
some people are just impressed by it, though, Darren. I think I
said this the other week. I met this kid and that's all he was about. He was just throwing a bevy on everything. You know what I mean? He was he'd never lost a fight. And I thought, why is he telling me all this? Is he trying to intimidate me or impress upon me? Because does he feel that I'm a threat? Because once you've been through the mill and you become aware of life and you know yourself, you've been on the doors. People say things just that they're grandiose to make themselves sound really.
Well, I bet you, like Darren, the size of Darren, I bet you get more, I bet you've had more men front you in your life than I have, man. Because I'm not a challenge. You are.
But I go on holiday, lad. And
Just knock that John May out there, did you? Yeah. Why, lads? You're only about 4 foot. Just knock that Darren out there. It's right, lads.
Fucking steadhead. They're not steadhead. They've been off the juice for a number of years now. But you know, yeah, that's what. When I go on holiday and I used to look, I was in my prime. Everyone wanted to just fight me.
Yeah.
Turks were climbing all over me to fucking wrestle me. I don't know what kind of wrestling they wanted, but that's how it fucking is, innit? So I was used to it, but lad, it gets on your fucking nerves. But I can't be arsed with all that stuff. If I watch John's for the comedy, I'll watch your ones on the comedy, Bill, and anyone else's. But when it comes to the gangster thing, I'll leg it, lad. I'll leg it.
See, there's a lot out
Where
there,
other
isn't
people, it's for them, mates,
It is
mate.
for them.
Because I've
That's
been
it.
around people like that all my life, so it doesn't impress me, lads.
Do you know
Been
what?
out round real people like I spoke about before, like my mate Joe Annaford and all that. People who ran doors, you know, all the lads from Premier have been round, the lads from Premier have been round, the South End firm and all that. So all that, when all these gangsters are coming on, I just can't be arsed.
I think it's a different like era, because back in the day when I was away and I used to read books. I used to read books like Pretty Boy Shaw, Bronson, right? And I'd want to be that character. I'd want to climb on a prison roof.
So you aspire to them type of people?
It was like, and I think there's people out there that watch these crime podcasts, these true crime podcasts, and want to be the next drug smuggler or the next
Well, I think,
man,
well,
or-
that you could
I
say
don't know,
that's a
what do you-
problem then, because
Yeah.
you'll get these young kids and you might see these lads looking grafting and doing whatever else, and they inspire to be like them. I could have went and sold drugs. I'm clever enough. I could have done very, very well, but I didn't choose to live that life because that wasn't what inspired me.
Well,
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
So I put my energy other places instead.
Well, I watched this bang up abroad last night as well. This kid called Posh Pete, right? And he was like,
Obviously, he was posh then
Yeah,
from a good, well-to-do family.
Well-to-do family, but he was he was involved in smuggling like kilos from Ecuador in through customs, and there were tents, and the way that the cocaine was like implanted into the rubber of the tent.
Yeah.
So it was just a tent. So that gets like goes through customs. They
Well,
go
like at your bike go camping.
yeah, you go,
Yeah.
and he's coming back from holiday with a tent,
Okay.
but it's literally 5 kilos, and I thought, how ingenious is that? This kid, he's not really like the artist, he's quite clever,
Yeah.
and he's making a killing, but when it comes to like the nitty gritty, and he's in jail, and he's seeing like the brutality of it all, it's quite frightening. It was like, see, and I was watching, I think, fucking hell, if I was watching that years ago, I know that'd have been in my mind, because he went to jail, and he said, for the first time he went to prison was in the UK for supplying ecstasy, and he said, what's happened is like, it's like a school of crime. He said he got introduced to these Colombians in jail, read this article in the newspaper about how like cocaine was coming through customs in furniture, and then had an idea, and then went over there, and then it came across with the tent, and he was killing it for years, you know what I mean? But he doesn't pay, because he ended up getting 12 years in a prison in Ecuador and lost everything.
Yeah, but going back to what you said about these kids inspiring, we're from a different generation now. Who was you inspired by a kid?
Me?
Yeah.
I think my family, my brother, yeah, he was a QS. I wanted to be a QS. I didn't even know what a QS was. Yeah, I know that now. But it's that I didn't even know what. I just wanted to be like my brother.
I thought he meant a fucking solicitor then. I've got a fucking clue. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
No,
As
a
the
Question of
QC.
sport. I
QC.
thought.
I remember I was about 18. I was in Blackpool, and there was this bird I went up to and blagged it. It was a QC. I didn't even know what a QC was. I'm a QC, like a fucking solicitor. But about 18.
But I think Billy was inspired by the likes of I was inspired by. We was inspired by like Stallone and fucking Schwarzenegger when we were kids and all that. You know,
The 80s,
Daley
yeah.
Thompson. I love Daley Thompson. Lad, he was fucking great.
He was fucking great.
Yeah,
The
I know, like, yeah.
So why did these people inspire you when you were a kid?
In what sense? Who?
Like the crime and
It
stuff.
wasn't crime. I see. I think like it was like Darren said. I was a kid of the 80s, so it was all like Stallone, Dolph Lundgren, the Rocky movies, the Rambo movies, all them action movies. That that was something I enjoyed doing and watching. I think when it was when I was in jail and I was reading these stories, I felt less than them. For thought, I'd like to be like them.
Yeah, you see what they do and think, I can do a better job than them.
No, and I know now that it's just all ego and grandiose. It's not real, you know what I mean? Who the fuck bends prison doors and knocks screws out left, right and centre and gets through life shailing free? These don't. Most of these people are in solitary confinement for the rest of their life, aren't they?
I suppose it's an exciting life, but you can make your life exciting without having to do that, I suppose.
Definitely, lad.
See, I feel like I'm amongst two budding bodybuilders here.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hell,
So
don't
John-
fucking say that. Like,
I'm
John-
retired, lad.
Right? No.
so am I.
But John, tell us the story, because it was incredible. And I read it in the Echo. That was a Sunday Echo, and I seen it, the John May.
Yeah.
I seen a Beth Red picture, and you were massive.
I'm not
Loads away
fucking
from
far
you.
off that now, to be fair.
Then I seen another picture of you like ripped. Right? How did you achieve that?
Well, it was that advert. It was the Beth Fred advert. It was like, I got paid to do this fucking acting job, and I was just playing a funny fat man.
Yeah.
I was on a thingy and I got paid for it, and the woman, I was about 32 at the time, and the woman he put as my wife was 50. And I watched it on the telly, it's dead funny and all that, but I thought, I've literally just sold myself there. I'm a fat, and I'm getting
Use the
laughed
C word
at.
again.
Oh, sorry. I'm getting laughed at, and I took money for it, and I thought, nah, I need to change that. And it was I was training in Tier Pro with a lad called Jay, and then I seen this lad Brad doing a show, and I thought, but I was really fat, you know what I mean? I thought, you know what, I wonder if I can do that. I thought, he's just done it. So I approached Carl and said, do you reckon I can do it? He just looked me up and down and went, fucking hell. You got your work cut out, like. But I done it over 8 months, and I done a men's physique. Yeah. I didn't go out to win. I didn't, but it was more about being worthy to stand up there.
Yeah.
So I've done it over 8 months, yeah.
Like,
You're great at all that side stuff, aren't you? So what you were doing macros, weren't you?
Yeah.
So
with macros, right, all that is to me, when I'm fucking getting someone ready, whether they want to lose weight or they want to get bigger or, they just want to look well for their holidays, macros get counted, but I just do carbs and protein, I don't do calories. I've never counted the calories.
You count for your fats though?
Yeah, I don't even count them. I don't, lads, I just go, right, on this amount of grams of protein, this amount of grams of carbs, crack on. And then every week I'll look at the person or weigh the person, and then we'll go from there for the macros for this week. I'm doing it with Ben now, aren't I, lads? He's getting ready for us.
I loved it. You know the thing at the time, right?
You love the discipline, I bet you.
I love the discipline. I love the structure. So I haven't got structure in my life right now, and I just feel a bit meh.
Because you've done that, you see, and you get addicted to it.
When I lost all the weight,
Structure.
I wished I was fat,
Yeah.
so I could lose it again.
Yeah.
And here's the funny thing, Darren. People were coming up to me, seeing that I'd lost all the weight, and they went, fucking hell, that takes some commitment, that's some willpower, that. And I felt like a fraud, because it was like, it's not even that hard.
No, once you get into it,
it's not even that hard. But now I put weight on. I'm that person. I'm like, I struggle to get back on it.
Well, do you reckon it's about a 10-day cycle, don't they? Like, if you've done something for 10 days, so say you was on low carb for 10 days, the first 10 days are going to be the hardest, and then you're going to fall into that way of lifestyle, aren't you? And then what I used to do when I'd be working and that, I used to buy people a chippy meal, And I'd go
you were training?
Yeah, I'd go to the lads. When I was training for a competition, I'd beaten fuck all, just turkey and maybe a couple of spuds or something, a spud a day. And I'd go, I just want something from the chippy, and everyone would go, are you getting something? And I'd say, yeah. And I'd go to chippy, I'd get everyone something to eat.
And you wouldn't?
And I wouldn't. And I'd get a kick out of it.
Why would you do that?
Because I'd get a kick out of it. You know what I'd say to myself, John? Fucking hell, lads, I've got some willpower here. And I'd be fucking starving. Like,
get on this, right? You were talking before, like, but it reminded me of something. I was watching Great British Bake Off, right?
Yeah.
I was watching it all the time doing this prep at the start. And I was watching it and I was like, why are they fucking up? I wouldn't have fucked up.
Yeah.
And I haven't got a clue. So I started making cheesecakes, right?
Yeah.
So during this 8-month prep, I perfected how to make cheesecakes, right? And I couldn't taste them. And the only way I could know how they were is when I'd feed it to someone, I'd watch the face. And it'd tell me how good it was, you know what I mean? Yeah. But isn't it funny that during that prep, I perfected how to... Why? Every night I made a cheesecake.
Because it's just something you
Why?
I don't
something
know.
That you want, that you can't
it's something
have.
you want, you can't have.
Was that my way of dealing with?
It is, lad, yeah. We went camping, me and me bird and the kids in the camper van, right? And we bought this fucking barbecue. Now, I was on a diet, so I brought all my food with me, right? So they're camping. I went, I'll make the burgers. So I couldn't light this bastard thing, with them white things. I couldn't light it, lad. So I went, I tell you what, I'll go to the shop. They had a shop on the campsite. And I just fucking got like this thing of fucking bleach. What was it? Not bleach, like tapes. I know that's flammable. And I fucking threw it on a barbecue and the lot went up. And all the coal went up. Right, next minute I'm sticking these fucking burgers on. And I makes them all and I put cheese on them. I put fucking lettuce. I was making it. Listen, I wanted one of them ones you see on a picture. Right, and I'm fucking like that making it. Next minute, the kids are eating it in my bed. And they're like, oh, Dad, these are horrible. I was fuming, they tasted the petrol, but because I was on a diet, I was saying, you know what, you're just selfish bastards, just eat them. They were like that, eating them. So you do things like that when you want to see people eat.
Yeah.
I want to see people eat shite, so I can go, I don't eat that. I don't know, it's just something weird when you do one of them diets.
See,
fall into.
This is like, it's ongoing. I think it's ongoing with everyone, and it's a big thing, diets, and how you train as well, because I think you said it as well in the first one we ever did, the podcast about, like, time. It was like 75% of your training.
I call it
it's
diet.
Fucking everything.
It's diet, it's everything.
Everything.
So
once you get down to like the level of body fat, you got down to, and I get down to.
You got down to some,
everything.
You got down to some.
I was about probably 12 or something,
Yeah.
10, 12. No, I got 10.5%. I don't think it was below 10%. I started
People don't
off.
realising what percentage is, do they, John, either?
No.
People like see a bit of an ab and you go, I'm fucking 6%. You're not.
No, you know, I mean, I admit I was pretty cut,
Yeah.
but I couldn't have went any lower, Bill, because I was so fat. You know the score,
Yeah.
I'd have had loads of skin.
Yeah.
So even Carl said, stop now.
Did you get tanned up?
Yeah, fucking right, yeah.
Who tanned you up?
They just tanned you up at the gaff.
A
It was
fella
like
or a
that.
bird?
It was a bird.
Oh, lad,
He must
I
have made
had
a
some
fucking bob.
I
been
told
tanned
you,
up.
listen to
You've
this,
been
John, right?
tanned up.
You've got to get tanned up.
Get tanned up for everyone.
And
but we
fucking
had-
hairless as fuck.
We had this weird fella in the gym one time, and like, fucking hell, lad. He was getting on a little bit, right? But like, it was Carl who pulled me. Carl pulled me, right? So I'm in Costco wheeling a trolley. So this Al fella used to come to the gym all the time. And I'd seen him compete. And because he was old, I thought he was a little bit of an expert. Even though I've been on the scene for years myself, I thought maybe he competed in the 80s and the 90s when I ran around. Because I only competed at the beginning of the 2000s, you know what I mean? And I thought maybe he was around then because, you know, he's in his 50s and that. So anyway, what happened with him, right? He used to come over to look, well, come from where he come from, to look at me, right? And I thought he was this expert, and he'd go to me like, let's have a look at you, lad. And he'd go, because I've always done this myself. So he'll go, and it's good to have a second eye, isn't it?
Go on.
When you get, so he'd go to me, I think you've got another couple of pound there to go, lad. So if I was you, I'd drop me carbs a little more, and I'd go, oh, nice one, lad, thanks. Do you know what I mean? And he'd won fuck all, I found out, you know what I mean? I'd won about fucking 20 shows. But you just need, you know what it's like? You probably needed Carl. I need me mate Barry.
Yeah, Carl,
you know, I need Barry out of the training station for this, right? And I was doing this one on my own, so this fella's coming over and he's like, yeah.
See, that must be hard.
It is, it's hard doing it on your own.
Because your mind plays tricks on you.
And you need someone to go, no, lad, you've lost too much weight. No, lad, you haven't. Anyway, this fella's coming over. And it comes to the day of the show. And I was, I think I was doing in England, another England, Mr. England, and he went to, I'm tanning him up. Oh, sorry, Carl see me. Let's go back to Carl. Carl see me in Costco. So when I'd go like this, kid, right? When I'd fucking go up the stairs with him in the gym where it was all fucking open windows, so you're in the daylight and all the mirrors were there, he'd go, can I see your hamstrings, mate? And I'd go, yeah, all right, lad. And what I'd do is, lad, I'd stand up and I'd go like that, kid, right? And he'd go, oh, you can see all the lines in there. You know what I mean? And I thought, oh yeah. And he'd go, I'll take a picture for you so you can see them yourself. So he was snapping away, little pair of fucking bins on him, little nazis on him, and he'd be like slapping away, and I'd go, no, mate. And then he'd go, yeah, there's what your hamstrings look like, because you can't see your back and your hamstring. And he'd go, you know, I reckon you've got a couple of more pounds, you. And I thought, oh, he sound him, yeah. So I'm in fucking Costco and I bumps into Carl. Carl knows I'm not like that, because I know he's not, and he goes, hey, lad. Seen them pictures all over. I said, well, fucking pictures, lad. He goes, where you like bent over in your undies? I said, where? And he goes, I think it's in your gym, lad. And I thought, you bastard, that little nonce. He's been fucking putting them up and then making a cunt of me, putting them on Facebook, right on his old Facebook. I don't know why. And then everyone was commenting on the pictures, and then people going to me, seeing your hamstrings there, Daz. And I was
Who is he like? Is he just a bit of a...
I tell you, like, this is the no-name show, John, right?
No name.
So what happens was, I goes to Mr. England, and I said to me two mates, Ed, and my mate Paul and Richie, they was with me, and I said, listen, he wanted to tan me up, lad, right? So he's going, Daz, I'll tan you up, mate. Brought his own roller to roller you down, because you put this snide tan on, right, and then they roll it on you. It only takes 2 minutes, right? And he's going, I'll roll you up. I'm thinking, I don't want this little fucking rolling me up here, mate. He's fucking bit of a fucking bacon, this cunt. So he's like that, rolling me up anyway. So I didn't let him roll me up. So I said, just go and check that other class, lad. I said, see how long I've got left. So he shot out, and I went to the lads, throw the fucking tan on me, throw the brownie on me, lads. So they thrown it on, he come back and he went, oh, I wanted to do that.
Really?
Yeah, he was fucking desperate to get the roller on me and get his malls on me. And I went, it's all right, lad, it's all right. The lads have done it. Just go out and watch the contest now, lad. So I went out. Anyway, I was buzzing. I won, right? So it comes back, and you know what it's like? It gets everywhere, this shit, doesn't it?
Right, go on.
It gets everywhere.
I wrecked my car.
I'm jumping in the fucking shower. If there's a shower there, lad, I'm getting in, right? So I went, so all the lads come back, well done, lad, fucking hell, you go in the universe now, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, nice one. So I'm actually buzzing, you know what I mean, to win this big fucking show. So next minute, here he is, the bacon comes backstage. All right, that's fantastic, mate. I went, oh, nice one, lad. I said, I'm just getting a shower, kid. So I get to shower, Jay. And I'm in there, and it's all, you know, the water's hitting me. And you know yourself, you're dehydrated. I was drinking half the fucking water as it was hitting me. He turns up, kid. All right, Daz, I've got fuck all on. Betty's hanging out, lad. And he comes behind me. Do you want me to wash it off your back? Listen, lads, I was that made up. I let him wash me.
Wow.
I was made up to win the contest.
He was made up as well.
I went, wash your weight, pal. Next minute, kid, he's on me back, scrumming me down. Fuck off. I just went, oh, fuck. Well, lads, I've never been washed since me dad washed me in the bath. No one's ever washed me.
You should know you still got it, mate.
Kid, fucking wash me, mate. So I've been mauled, mate. Yeah, I've been more, mate.
Haven't you had any experiences like that?
Like what?
He only done
Men
it
want to
once,
wash me down. He done it once, fucking Jesus Christ.
He had his own sponge, you think, lad? He did, lad.
He was
He's
around
very
back,
careful, though. When he washed me, he was very careful, mate. So I'll let him get on with it, lad.
Oh, no way. I'm fucking sweating here, fucking hell.
It is hot in this fucking room, though, innit?
That was fucking you.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking...
Said, lad, he just got washed by a grown man, mate. I wasn't asked, though, lad. I was just thinking in the moment, made up, mate. Just let him fucking swill me.
Brilliant.
Oh, but it's good, isn't it? Would you do it, Bill?
Would I do it?
Yeah. Do like a show just for a laugh?
No, mate, not with my injuries. You've seen them, haven't you? Yeah, I've come off a motorbike and ended up ripping myself to pieces. So it doesn't look
scar tissue, haven't you, lad?
too much scar tissue to even get any definition.
I know what it's like. They're dead fucking pruning proper, aren't they?
Yeah, you've got to be like you're symmetric and everything. And
it's gone a different way since I've done it. I haven't competed for 2 years.
I'd love to have done
that. It's gone a different way.
Like yourself, like I identified with yourself when we first talked about growing up, because I grew up on those Flex magazines and all those bodybuilding magazines and reading them and learning about Brutal Fox and Flex Wheeler and Jay Cutler and everyone and wanting to be like them, you know what I mean? Yeah. Tom Platz, look at the legs on him and you know how that's impossible, it's never going to happen to me. I didn't think that anyone from Liverpool could look like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously, it was like these were animatic. These were like wow, these were gods.
First person I seen to look like that, and he blew me head off. And his lad trains in here, right with me. His lad's a good mate of mine. Was Ray Navarro.
Yeah, Ray.
And I seen Ray, right, and he must have been. Ray was in Mr. Britain.
So was Ray a bodybuilder?
Ray was a bodybuilder, mate. Yeah, a good fucking bodybuilder. And I seen Ray Navarro in Vic's gym as a kid, and I was about 16, and I walked in. And he was doing it just before a competition, and he was in the changing rooms, and he was like a sculpture, lad. And I went, fucking hell. But then he done the contest, and you know about this, John. 4 weeks later, I sees him, I comes to the gym, and here's this fat fella on a wall. And I heard, now bollocks, aren't you letting on? I thought, who's he? Don't know that fat fella there with the beard and all that fucking big beard Ray had.
He was on the like wall. 4 weeks later.
Yeah, and he just blew up about 5 or 6 stone.
Was it called a rebound?
Yeah, and he just rebounded to then about fat. People look completely different, don't they, lad?
Is that what happens to
mate? You'd have a massive rebound.
Hold
on to it.
What I found there's a day in the gym, and it happened to me. There'll be a day where people will be training because doing a show, and there's then one day where the face goes. Yeah. The face goes, but then it has the opposite end of the spectrum because your body's have no food. It's not the water, is it? Your body goes, right, keep hold of this, and it stores everything. So you've got a reverse diet, haven't you, to come off it?
You should reverse diet, but we didn't. I used to go and eat pasties and everything, Bill. So I'd blow up. I'd be 16 stone, 15 half, 16 on stage, and then I did 19 stone within like 4 weeks, and I wouldn't be able to walk.
So how would that have an eye? Wouldn't that
your body's so deprived.
Your body goes, keep hold of this.
But you're that busy eating, all you think about is food. You've starved for 20 weeks, lad, so you can't help but think about food.
See, I was doing it again, 2020, and I trained for about 3 or 4 months, and I was doing great. And then lockdown come. Yeah. So
you were doing that daily blog, weren't you?
Yeah.
Because that's something I've noticed with you, John. That when you do a daily blog, you've committed yourself to something.
Accountability.
So everyone's watching it and you're thinking, look, I'm accountable here, you know what I mean?
That's why I do it. Yeah. But if you can help people along the way, it's a mental
I mean, that for you was the way forward, weren't it? And the way of, like, what you're achieving your goals.
The second time round,
that stopped, didn't it? Because, like, where the fuck these videos going?
Yeah, well, it's lockdown coming. I wasn't training anymore. No. But then I started just eating normal. And I fucking put loads of fucking weight on back in square one.
Didn't you train at all through the lockdown?
Once them carbs get a
grip, to train. I bought.
What about your garden?
I've got a windowsill, mate. That's all I've fucking got.
I was doing all kinds in my garden, loads of walks. You know how it is with the walks, as you said, didn't you?
No, but one of my points is the rebound, because it was deprived myself. The rebound come, so I just
mate.
went back to normal eating. Vroom.
People don't know what the rebound's about, Jay. If they haven't done it, you get that rebound, mate, and you know. You can lose 2 stone, but put back on 3.
The best thing about the show, though, isn't it? It's like, so you'll deprive yourself of carbs, won't you? I mean, and then you'll load on your carbs, won't you, before the show? So the day of the show, you go up. But a week later, you go, fuck off, don't you? I went to Bali, and it's fucking great.
I get that. I get that when I'm fasting, Darren, because, you know, when I come in and I'm on it, and I can do 5-6 weeks fasting really well, and I can lose a stone, and it's it. And I lost a stone pretty quick, because that's most of it's water anyway. But then you get bored and then you know you're eating a little bit, and then you're just eating everything after.
That's why I done the show though, because I was always overweight, and I didn't want to win. I just wanted to get up there.
I know where you're coming from.
But because I had that goal,
yeah.
And this is the problem: if someone goes, "I'm going Aldi in February," say that's not enough a goal for me to fucking stay on track. But if I knew I was getting on stage in front of all these people, I had to fucking be on the fucking ball all the time. And that's why I did it.
Well, that's what you're good at, innit? Doing diets, because you do online diets, because a lot of people contact Darren for diets, you know what I mean? Because you gave me a diet, when I first came here, it was just like protein and reduced carbs. You know, and I'm
old school, that's all I do. I just do protein and carbs, I don't do anything else.
Fish, chicken, turkey. Stuff that we don't really think about, like the turkey burgers.
Well, here's a little thing I noticed as well. So it's like, say a Freddo has got
90 calories.
90 calories. So what's that? Say how many macros is that in carbs? Say it's 15 grams of say it's 15 grams of macros. Or what is it?
How many macros a day are you supposed to be on?
So it's 15 grams of carbs.
Depends, doesn't it?
So, but if you have a Freddo and you have a bowl of porridge, so it says the same macros, right? But the difference is that's slow releasing, and then that's fast releasing. So it depends on the food you eat. So if I had a Freddo, I'd have a spike, and then I'd want another fucking Freddo. But if I had porridge, it has a different effect on you. So it's the same amount of macros, but it's just being more efficient with what you eat.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Some smart asses always say, don't DJ, that a macro's a macro. It's not. He's just explained it there. 90 calories of porridge, 90 calories of Freddo is two completely different things. They both, one will take your insulin levels right.
And that's what I noticed.
The other one will keep it steady.
So if I had porridge in the morning, so if I decide to diet tomorrow and I have porridge in the morning, I struggle to eat for the rest of the day. Because I've had that slow releasing carb, so I'm not having pangs to be hungry. But if I had a bowl of cereal, I might have the same carbs in. It's a fast releasing sugar, so I'll be hungry throughout the day. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So having porridge has another effect on me because then I struggle to eat.
You think you need? It's like you said to me the other week, Darren. It's like when we were trying and we're going for it. And sometimes you think, you know, it's good when you've got a goal, but when you're doing it. And like you're villainising your food and you're not even enjoying yourself.
I can't do it. I've done it for 20 years. Unless you throw a contest in front of me, I'm on the ale.
The size of chicken and rice just fucking makes me sick.
I have a bevy and like I have a couple of cheat meals, but I do it Monday to Saturday, and I do this with my clients. On a Saturday at 6 o'clock, you eat what you want for 2 meals and have a bevy. Sunday morning, you go back to the diet, and that's what I do now. I do that with my clients. That's what I do.
I've got a Frey Ben sauce winking at me.
Let me tell you something, like I've seen these pictures, all these fellas and up in here. Do you find people are intimidated to go to the likes of your gym because they see these? But you know what the thing is? So when I first went to Tier Pro, I used to go to my mates in the flat facing. We used to have a joint in the flat and all that. And I used to see all these fellas outside, standing outside the gym. And I used to think, fuck that, I'm not going in there. All them juice bombs, all these fucking doormen, couldn't be arsed going in there. But what you realise is, these people who do bodybuilding stuff, that's come from a place. And 9 times out of 10, they're fucking lovely, lovely men. And the reason why they've gone to the gym in the first place to build themselves is out of insecurity.
There's a lot of insecurity. There's a lot of people who, it can go the wrong way though.
I know what you're saying. You get insecure men who...
Insecure men who've never had a fight in their lives.
Who want to fight Darren.
Who now that they've had a few steroids and they've had a few fucking years in the gym, now they're a sudden hard case. You're not.
Yeah.
You can either fight or you can't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
steroids, mate, don't make you no harder, or putting on 5 stone does it. I had a fat kid in here who just would have knocked you out all day. Like,
No, but you know what I mean, no.
You know what I mean? I know what you mean.
It can be intimidating to see these men.
You started it because you was overweight. I started lifting weights because I was overweight, lad. Do you know what I mean? I looked around at everyone and thought, fucking hell, mate, these have all got like these square chests here, and I've got a fucking Ned Kelly on me, and I've got a pair of tits. I'll have to do something about it.
No, but people who mightn't come to your gym because they think, fuck that, it's full of fucking...
Of course, lad,
You've got to realise that everyone started out like that, and probably everyone be helpful as well. Well, majority, I'd say.
Did you ever go to any bodybuilding shows before?
No.
So you never seen...
It was totally unknown to me.
Yeah.
Who taught you your poses? Did you do any poses?
Carl, yeah. I found the posing the hardest fucking thing to do.
You also was like a boardwalk one where you had short.
It's men's physique, so it's a different thing from body. It's similar, but it's different, isn't it?
Different thing.
It's you don't have to, it's just different. But
our mate Jeff wants to do that, doesn't he? He wants to get involved.
Yeah, but I told him no.
The posings, I found that.
It's just not for me, men's board shorts. I understand, like, it's for some people, but I'm old school.
Yeah.
And I really think bodybuilding should stay bodybuilding, and that should be in fitness, and you should have a different show that day for it.
So
and
did
then the
you bring that together? Like
you bring it together because, believe it or not, his class brings more people.
Well, that's it. It's a business at the end of the day.
It's a business, so that's how they look at it. It's a business. Yeah.
So you had a little bit of resentment around the way it changed?
No, because like it changed all of a sudden, and also all of our school were like, "Oh, I'm not being funny, lad," but there was 30 in their class, and you're like,
well,
I'm waiting to go on here, mate. You know, it just used to be pure bodybuilding. Next minute, men's fitness has come into it.
But it's one of them, though, innit? If someone's putting on a show and it's just bodybuilding,
mate,
what's it like the big man? What's that called? Is a class something?
That's just bodybuilding, isn't it? Yeah.
But if that was just that, it's like, oh, nice one, everyone. So, do you want to make money out of it? Do you want to get more?
See, if he brings someone to the show, right? How they look at it?
The family.
Yeah. So there's 10 tickets sold.
10 tickets sold. How
so
many
30 of them
came to the show to watch you, John?
That's probably about 20 with the
exactly.
Gym,
so look at the money they've made, like 20 quid, 25 quid a ticket. Yeah. Straight away, so there's John worth a couple of £100 in it.
That's it, yeah.
That's
but it also served a purpose as well.
Yeah.
You've been to shows in Vegas, haven't you? And
I went
smuggled yourself into the front seat. I'm not putting you on the spot, but that was a funny.
When Nathan first done his first Olympia, well, I've been a few times. There's Nathan there, isn't he? Yeah. Right. When Nathan first done his first Olympia, I followed him out there, and I went on my own, and I think it was 2017. So I went out there to give him a touch, and that's how I got a ticket, and I couldn't afford the fucking Boss ones. They were about 5 ton. So I'm sitting in the fucking rafters, and he comes out, and I'm watching him.
I'm just laughing because I just know there's a fucking story
coming. Screen, you know, a big screen, like, and there's thousands in there, mate. So I'm up there. I must have been the only scouser in there, except for his missus and his kids and that. And they're over the other side, and I thought, fucking hell, mate, I'm sitting on my own here with a load of Yanks, and the Yanks are going, yeah, buddy, the dead fucking vocal, you know, they just shout shite. It's passionate. You know, it's like, you know,
yeah, buddy.
Yeah, you know, and they're shouting for fellas, you know, like, you don't even know them, you know what I mean? They're going, Kai, come on, spread your lats. And you're like, shut up, you don't even know me, you fucker. And you're getting embarrassed. So I'm sitting there, and I thought, I noticed in Vegas, if you ever go, people who've been, they'll know, everyone, like, on the buffets or they work, they're all dead old because you get no pension there. So you work till you die in Vegas. So I'm looking around at all these ushers, and they're all like 70 odd. And they're the one, but everyone in America's not like us, kid. They're all dead, you know. When I say not like us, no one bunks in. So I'm looking and I'm thinking, I see the front row, and there's Arnold, you can see Arnold Schwarzenegger, and everyone is on the front row, and all, you know, there's the Rock and all that, go and watch it. And I went, fuck, there's only R1s on this fucking thing. Ah, fuck this, mate. I'm going to walk down there. So you had to walk, right? It's in the Orleans Arena. You had to walk right down. So I said, I'm just going to fucking blag it here, mate. And I could see the press all at the front. And there was a few empty seats. So I walks down anyway. And this Alan goes, hi, sir. Can I help you? And I went, yeah, I'm a member of the press. And I've found my press card. I said, I just can't find it. And the show started. And she went, have you not got any ID that you're the press? I said, I've been having lunch. I must have put it down. I don't know where to find it. You know, I pretended I was in a terrible state. And she went, honey, just go through. So I get through, and I gets right the front. Schwarzenegger was about 7 seats along, and the Rock and all that, and I'm looking. Next minute, Nathan walks on, lads, and the Yankee accent, lad, tie your fucking legs, lad, your stomach, stuck your stomach. Next minute, kid, he's on stage, biggest show of his life, screaming, laughing, thinking, how the fuck did this scouser get right the front with Arnold Schwarzenegger and everyone else? And I was fucking screaming, but I could see the R1 looking at me then, thinking,
hey man,
hey, who the hell is this? You know, like looking, and then I could see other like celebrities looking at me. You know what I mean? As I'm shouting, I'm going, lad, told you haven't saved for fuck all, have you? Tie your legs, lad. You know, and all that. I'm shouting at him like fucking, you know, trying to help your mates out. And I could just see all these Schwarzenegger and everyone walking along. They must have thought, who the fuck's this? It's easy. You just fucking bunk him, fuck them in. You know what I mean?
Cost a fortune though, some of these events, don't they, John?
Not half.
You know what I mean?
So, John, what I wanted to ask you, lad, right, is when you was a kid, was you the funny kid?
Yeah, I think I was, I used to do accents and stuff like that, and that's what I was, That's how I got on in school. John May. I was always sort of
so
in
what
the
was your favourite accent? Or the one that you could do, that you could pin.
I don't know. I think I used to do like impressions. And
Yeah.
that was my way of getting on.
It is, lad, and for some of us, it is, lad.
Well, we
I
learn
was a
that.
little bit like that. I was just there to make people laugh, you know what I mean? A fucking clown. I'm still like that now. I go to the house with me bird, and she goes, why'd you do it? And I'll get in the queue, and we'll be thinking, and I'll always have to try and make the fucking woman behind the till try and make her laugh. Me big up and down. Fucking stop it. We're only here getting a bit
I
of
go really
bread
deep
and milk. You know what I mean?
and
I don't know why I
explain.
do that.
Yeah. No, I think like I was the 5th kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think my mum and
You're on
dad.
spin, aren't you?
Yeah, I was the 5th. My mum had 3 boys. Then she found out she was having a baby. And then a week before she was having a baby, she found out she'd been twins. So the girl come out first and then me. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, fucking hell, another boy again. Yeah, you just sit there.
So you were like the Daddy DeVito.
Yeah, I was what was left. So I think that's what I had to learn to be funny, to sort of be noticed, you know what I mean?
So where did you come up with? Because I watched it up, mate. You kept people smiling in the lockdown.
Yeah, everyone says
Do you know
that.
what you did, lad? Because that lockdown was fucking depressing, mate. Yeah. Especially for everyone who had a business and you were shut, and everyone who weren't used to. When you used to working, lad, and then someone locks you up, well, you know all about that, Bill, getting locked up. We don't. But when someone locks you and goes, right, that's took away from you, that's took away. And if you've never experienced like us, no fuck you have, Bill, have you? It was hard when you were lockdown, and I think you brought a bit of fucking, especially to Scousers, mate. We were all screaming. I couldn't wait for the next one to come.
That's what everyone says. It was like it was something to look forward to.
And where did you come up with it? What happened?
It just like these characters. Like I've always sort of had them. Do you know what I mean? Like when I was a
in
kid,
the shop, though, lad.
It's like the gym, the shop. Yeah. It's just you just see them. Do you know what I mean?
Because John, let me just interrupt you. I had some kid in here, and I was saying to him, like, and when you first done the first one. And he was the ringer. And the ringer, no, the other kid, with the one where you done with the Ketwig, with the ginger Ketwig.
Kenny.
Right, and I was watching him and I went, the one who's got the bird and he got the bird pregnant.
Yeah,
Not Kenny, he was the ringer of Kenny, right? He had the fucking mop on him and I went, oh, lads, have you seen this kid? I didn't know you then, Johnson. Have you seen this kid? And everyone was showing everyone on the phones, lad. I said, it's hilarious, because it was him.
Yeah.
Right? And he went, that all about what? It was just him. Yeah, it was him. Even to the weed and that, you know what I mean? It was all him. Is that all about though, lad? And I went, lad, don't you think it's funny? He went, honest to God, lad, his character, you could have put that on him. And he went, I don't get it, though, lads, I don't get it. And I was screaming because I said to everyone in the gym, there's him, lads. Yeah. We were all screaming.
I think that's why people liked it. Like turkey teeth, everyone goes, I know you based on. And you go, who would go, blah, blah, blah. I said, no. Is that everyone thinks I'm based it on someone they know, but it's not, because, like, they're all the fucking same. It's all, you know what I mean? They all aspire to be the same one character. When I done that
video with San Carlo, which went fucking viral, the kid who had done it about, right, he's me mate, lad. And I'd be saying in here with him, and like, saying him and that, and he'd go, San Carlo's lovely, you know, lad. Being at San Carlo there, have you tasted the bruschetta in that San Carlo, lads? It's unbelievable, mate. Listen, I know the fella there, if you want a table, peppy and all that. And I go, man, I'm all right. And everything I based that round was him.
Yeah.
So I've done it on a Friday, and the lads were in the San Carlo, a few of the lads who we know, were in there on a Friday night, and they were watching it in the San Carlo, all screaming, and it went viral off that, right? But then my mate picks me up on the Saturday morning, it was literally about that, and he goes, hey, Mush, he hasn't even got social media, you know what I mean? Hey, Mush, everyone was sending me that video there, lad, last night, at that San Carlo. Is that fucking me? I had to go. Listen, I had to go, oh, fuck off, lad. It's not you. When you ever mentioned that, lad? And that's all he mentioned. Even on the lockdown, he was like, I ate that off in I like a bar upstairs, you know, on the roof, lad. You know what I mean? I'll have to get there when it opens. When this
fucking hell.
I'm going, first week at home, he was fucking in there, sick boot, lad. He just loves it, lad.
You know what?
That's Scousers, though,
yeah, it is. You know. It's banter, mate, and you can't laugh at it. Right, and you
but they're in every city, the same people.
It's like yourself, John. Right, you take these characters, you know what I mean, and you bring them to life. Oh well, how's it getting on now? You're doing it. You're doing it like episodes, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, it started off. It was just locked. It was the day The day before lockdown, because it felt like Christmas to me. It had all these women like getting ready, it's like you're all done for lockdown and stuff like that. So I done this little funny sketch where it was 2 women in the Iceland going, you're all done for lockdown. Yeah, it's got to get a few bits, you know, that type of thing.
But lads, I had a girl, right? Me and missus was screaming because we had a girl who we used to train who talked exactly.
That's it, bit.
And she did talk like that.
I have based that on someone. And they're funny because she come up to me and went, funny how these girls speak. Hey, fucking dear, how these, it's fucking based on you. But it was. No, but then I started doing these 2 women and what have you. And then I was in the barber's one day, I was looking for something and I seen this wig that I bought. So I thought, right, I'm going to give it a fella. And then that's where Kenny Corona come. But it was just funny and people on me. But then I done this video about like COVID and COVID-19. It was like this conspiracy thing where he's on the phone. And that went viral then. And my Instagram just went fucking mad.
Again, you got them kids. As of your ears about, and I know what I like. I liked about it when you was going on about like the Marsa cleaner or something like that.
Oh yeah. She works for the MOT, lad. But then it's like I started adding other characters then. But I was keeping myself occupied during lockdown. I was having a fucking ball.
It was clever though, lad. It was clever.
It's because you're not creative, aren't you, John? You know, and you're very.
That's a talent, mate.
It's not only about, I tell you what, like, because I'm similar to yourself, it's not about entertaining other people, it's about entertaining
yourself.
That's what it becomes.
Yes, like, well done, Bill.
Yeah.
And that's what I've done. No, but it is, but that's, so I finished this little series, so, like, what happened, Kenny gets kidnapped in the end, and we do this Sky News report, and, but so it has a bit of depth and a bit of, alright, Bill, I know, but she was current at the time. The parrot woman.
She blocked me on Twitter.
Did she?
What was the parrot's name?
She had massive bangers though.
What was her name? Sandra.
No, but what was the parrot's name?
Chanel. No, but she was current at the time, so it was. So looking back, you think fucking hell. But
how do you feel about that now, though, John? Come on.
It's fine. You learn, as you say, you'll learn.
You'll get over it.
Yeah, and then I finished it. I thought, put it to bed now. Do you know what I mean? Before it's not funny. And then I left it, and then I started it again. It went even fucking bigger then.
What do you think, though, right? Because it's like this cliches, you know, we hear it all the time. He's the Queen of Scotty Road's got one now, hasn't he? Times and hours and friends, a few.
Yeah.
So ta-ra to you. And he's doing well. He's going to kill it.
Good luck to the kid, though. You know what I mean? Good luck to the kid.
And it's like, but as it's like, and who's that? The Price is Right. Remember him? Bruce Forsyth?
Yeah.
He had his little cliche, didn't he? So what happens? Do you think it burns out? Do you think it burns people's heads out as well, the more...
I'm very aware of that.
You're aware of that?
100%.
No, let's get real around it.
No, it is. I'm very aware of it.
So like, you're doing what you're doing, John, right? I'm getting fed up.
So what you do...
Have you heard that, though, John? If like, someone going, he's doing me head in, no.
Not yet. But there is people who, if they don't want to watch it...
There's a bit of an ambivalence.
So what you do...
Yeah, but if you don't like it, it's like if you don't like this now, I would never make a comment.
But they do, don't
right, I know they
do. They
don't to me, to be fair.
Don't they, John?
But,
I'd never make a comment on someone's thing. I'd just go, if I don't like it, skip past it, turn us off now if you're not liking it. I wouldn't go, look, give me an email address and I'm going to say you fucking fat... You know, like, oh, lad, come on, Sagan, I don't even know what an email is, lad.
You know, but let me answer your question. And I know what you mean. So what you do, so the Queen of Scotty Road, he says, times are hard and friends are few. So if he keeps saying that, eventually people are going to be like, so you've got to change
like
it.
Chanel.
You've got to keep it fresh.
Sounds like that's Chanel.
So we done a Christmas, we done the one with Derek and we changed it, we brought new characters in, Cosmic Scouters, and it went up and up, and then I brought Turkey Teeth in, it went up and up and up. So it's like, there's only so long I can say fucking how are we. So like, if people go, how are we, and it's like, and it's great when people say it.
Yeah, and that was a cliche, because a lot of people used to go...
Yeah, but I can't keep saying how are we.
But then that's who you're becoming, how are we, John?
Yeah, so... You've got to like I've got this last episode of this little series I've done.
That it, then?
No, that's not it. But I've had a rest from it now. I've had like 3 months, so I've took it off. So now I'm doing it again, but I'm doing it different. I can't just do the same thing. But this is showcasing me as an actor. It's showcasing me as a writer. So what do we do? Do we just stop? Do you know what I mean?
Or wait for someone to pick you up? Or
no, you just keep going. You just keep going. You just keep going, and you make it better.
Has anyone
and change
approached you, Joe J? Because I was saying to people before I even knew you, lads, I was saying to people, I tell you what, mate, someone's gonna grab hold of this kid and go, yeah, there's There's a little mini series in here for you.
There's the thing, there's only so long I can live on a cliche, but I don't think I have lived on a cliche. I've changed it and kept it fresh, and I've
That's
just
good, yeah, you
and
kept it fresh.
that's what you've got to do. But I'm aware of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like the kid he does from the Whittle, mate. Is it
Craig.
Yeah, Craig's the
Craig
for me kills it.
He's the most vulnerable one.
Yeah,
the most vulnerable character. But
See, there's
you
drama
went
and
like-
depth to it now. You know, I've built these characters. I'm not just saying how are we. There's a reason why Turkey's the way he is. Like, you make
Yeah.
I like the Irish trainer.
the lash. What's going on? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a belter. So he's
Was
got
that
a
in
history.
Jerry's gym?
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
So we can explore that, you see. So people start getting invested in the characters. Like Craig, everyone, all bears love him because they want to take him home and look after him because they know he'll never leave there.
Yeah.
Do you know, that's what it is.
John used to be my acting tutor, you know. I went to acting class, didn't I, John?
Yeah.
For about a year with you.
Yeah.
You've done a bit of acting because we were getting blagged by someone else, weren't we?
Oh,
Darren?
we did, lads.
He got blagged by someone. Not mention no names, mate, because he's been mentioned so many times. It's just unfair, no. But yeah, we had this crazy career move going on. Right, we tried a little bit of acting. We've both done a bit of acting, haven't we?
Yeah.
I seen you in an Narcos thing, by the way. And
I
you brilliant.
enjoyed it, lads.
Really good.
It was.
I enjoyed it.
So Liverpool Narcos, if you haven't seen it, Darren was
And
in
Robbie Mann
episode
was funny.
Yeah.
Episode 2, was it?
Oh yeah, it was the ecstasy.
Robbie
one,
Mann, right, I tell you what, Robbie was good because I tell you, see the way they did Robbie's scene, where it was the reality and the fantasy, weren't it? This is the reality.
Like them
and
books.
Robbie played the fantasy part, didn't he?
Dead funny.
But that's Anthony, who done that, who directed that.
And he's brilliant.
And he's fucking very clever, isn't he?
Where's he from?
He's from London.
London. But he's dead intense, Andy, because he was always, I felt like he was a busy when he come and see me. He was asking me loads of questions and he had me on the spot. And I just
No, when he come here, lads, right, he done a bit of film with someone here. I think it was on an addiction part, and he done a bit of film. And I just went down and he, you know...
Was that the lad in the gym?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you.
Lee, you said that, didn't you? Was that Lee?
I don't know.
No, I was just saying, I thought he was in here.
He'd done the gym.
So he brought him here.
He brought him here, done it there. And I got introduced to Anthony. And I just beat myself. And I was having a laugh and a joke with the crew and him and all that. Because fucking hell, I've got ADHD. I can't keep still, lad. So I'm having a... And he went, listen, I want you in this. And I went, oh, lad, fucking... I don't know about it, I swear it. And he went, no, lad, I've got a part for you. And then he come up with the part. And then we went and done it. We done it in... done the main bit in EBGB's and then a garage in Anfield. And when we were in the club and that, there was a few people who were up their own arse, Jay. You've probably met them actors. You know, and everyone was going, oh, what have you been in? You know, like that. And I was like, no, fucking hell. I was Joseph once in the school play. That's about it.
See, I'm not one of them actors.
But some of these, where they went all like that.
Where's you going to get them?
Scouts kids. But there was a few who were going like, yeah.
But you're the one who's got offered the part of just being yourself.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
You were in That Time recently as well, weren't you? You watched that, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
That was brilliant.
Did you see John in that?
Yeah,
That
was
only had a
brilliant.
little part in it. Like
Yeah, it was Boss though, weren't it?
Boss show.
You never mentioned that though to anyone, did you?
Who writ that,
No,
Jay?
not really. Jimmy McGunn.
Jim
Brilliant,
McGovern, he does all the Scouts ones.
Yeah.
Boss.
Do you have much to do with Stephen Graham? Did you speak to him like?
No, I'm not his mate or nothing, but I have worked with him on a few bits. Like I know.
What you know, Jay,
Nickname
going
don't
into
seem
the
to know.
future, what would you want out of it?
So from these shows, from doing these things, this guy approached me and said, should we put on live shows? Do you want to do that? I was like, fucking hell. So I've developed a live show, and that's why I did go quiet for a while. Just to give it a break
Did you
as well.
just sit down and write all that out,
I've
Jay?
written a 2-hour, well, me and my mate, I want a 2-hour one-man show, and I got up and performed it, which I've never done
And
before.
how did you find that, lad? Was it
Petrifying.
scary? I bet you.
But I've done it, and
What was the response like?
it was a success. It was good.
Because someone's come along to me and Billy and they've asked us to do like a live one, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, fucking hell, I don't know about that. And that.
No, I
Do you know
said
what I
that.
mean?
Well, like a live podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is what we're doing now, and this is why we're doing getting a lot of pods in, because we're practicing. Because
Only our own, mainly,
Yeah.
like Jay and that, and a few other comedians
just
all our
on
own.
stage having a laugh,
Yeah.
right, getting real, because it's you know.
You're
John,
at home there, though, Bill.
Yeah, but you're sitting here, right, and so's Darren, and none of us have got a script. None of us have come in and go.
We don't even
right,
know what we're going to talk about.
we
We've
don't
just
come
gone
in and
off
go,
the bat.
right, I tell you, John, you say this, and Darren, you say that. Don't say this, and right, it just goes, and then it gets edited the way it does, and then we're out there, you know what I mean? And I think that's real, innit? You know, it's not acting.
So going back to you, Jay, right? What's your plans?
So
A lot of people want to know, lads. You know
So
what I
this
mean?
is the thing. It's
Yeah.
right. This is the thing. So I'm just a content creator right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I'm I want to showcase that I can write. I want to showcase I can act. I want to showcase I can produce and develop stuff. So with these live shows, hopefully we can grow that. And I'd like my own show, either doing the characters or something like that. So once,
why not though, lad?
no, but there's no reason why. The only thing stopping is me. I've just got to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And
no, you've got fellas like Harry Enfield years ago in the 80s who had their own shows and their own little characters. You know, they had the Scousers, loads of money, man.
I had a producer approach me last year, so sort of been working with her, trying to find the right place for it. So I'm just thinking, if I get these live shows going, I just get it out there even more. Because we're going tour in October. We go to Glasgow, Dublin, Cardiff, London, and two big shows.
Has it reached as far as that?
Yeah.
People,
they've nearly sold out.
They're like the London fame. Do you think they'll
but we'll see. So my demographic on Facebook, Instagram when it first started was 98% Liverpool. Yeah. It's 46% Liverpool now.
Is it? Yeah.
So it is all round.
Yeah.
So there's.
I know the Irish.
The Irish love it.
The Irish are the same as us.
To be fair though, Darren, there is quite a few people from London, because these people, like these characters, exist in all different cities.
I used to watch Peter Kay, and I watched one yesterday, and I'm hilarious. I think he's list. Then I used to think, but would Southerners get that humour, lad?
Well,
do you know what I mean?
Clearly do. Yeah. He sells out fucking. He did.
Yeah,
he sold it everywhere.
But then you've got to ask yourself the same question: do we get Southern humour? And we do, like...
Yeah, I was that other kid we were talking about.
What's his name?
Mickey Flanagan.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant.
There we go. Yeah, and we relate to that.
Yeah. You going out?
Yeah. He's funny,
Easy stand. He's proper London, no lad, and easy stand.
It's the working class.
We're the working class. Then you've got them other fuckers, haven't you, who are all like politically correct, and you just go, like, I hate women comedians, lad. No offence to women comedians.
I can't stand women comedians, mate.
Hi.
Do you know any, John? That are good?
I don't know any.
No.
Personally.
Because they come on and it's always like...
No offence.
No, my vibrator, my best friend. And it's all that bollocks, isn't it, lad? And you're like, fuck off, you will. Just get a cock or something. You're just going on about vibrators, you know what I mean? I can't be out listening to... she's not funny. My babe pisses herself and I say, what are you laughing at?
She got feet as big as this table, hasn't she?
Man, she's like that weightlifter me, you and Frankie were fucking talking about.
Jesus Christ.
We went round there, me and Frankie and some. We were doing a little show, aren't we? We'll probably get, if you would, John, come on with us once. And we're going to start a show and it's going to be what's in the news this week? Yeah. And just have a scream.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Current affairs. We're trying.
We
tried it. We'll go with Frankie. But it just changed into something else. But I think that's the best content. When it just goes the direction.
You were saying before, let's get one thing straight, right? You were saying about your podcast before, about certain guests, blah, 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 blah. Billy, people come to your podcast for you. Bottom line, do you know what I mean? So if people are coming to do your podcast for you, ultimately they are. So if you do one of them shows, it's going to draw people in.
I got a message yesterday, right, about me and yourself, saying I've spoke to like a load of staff and there's over 200 in where I work, and they sell them. He said them tickets are sold. If you ever get a show with Darren, blah blah, I think it'll be ideal going forward. So I'm just interested in trying new things.
Just do it.
You know what I mean?
Not invented.
No, not invented, not uncanny.
Just about it's like he's
Milo spoke about this, didn't he? Yeah. I remember Milo, because we were going to finish on what Milo said, and then the cameras went off because Milo was saying to him, "Are you scared of being in front of an audience?" And you said, yeah,
because that's right out of my fucking fish.
Well, get out of it then, Darren.
Yeah. It's hard though, John, isn't it?
Mate, I stood up in front of all these people.
Mate, I stand up in a tongue, lads, with me Betty hanging out.
Darren, you've got like I'm behind a stage with dressed as this character, the big screens on. I can hear all these people laughing, and I know I'm about to go on. I've never been so fucking scared. Honest to God, it was either fight or there was a part of me. It's like fucking leg it now, John.
It's like your first contest you done, John. Did you feel like that walking out? Because a little bit I did. My mates had to get me bevied to walk out.
I had a few thingies before I went on.
Drinks before you go on.
Yeah, but what was that? Like, mate,
it was a buzz, lad. Yeah, and that buzz lasted 20 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't know.
That first one though.
The first buzz?
Yeah.
No, because I never won my first one. I got third out of 30, and then I done it the next year and won 7 in a row.
Well, you know what? If you're going to be addicted to something, mate, I can think of worse things than that.
Yeah, of course.
But what was I going to say? So, you know, leading up to that first night when I went on and I was petrified, all that day and the day before, I was thinking, I'm so scared. I could be sitting on a fucking couch. I could be sitting on a couch and not have to worry about this pressure.
Yeah.
But I got a buzz when I got off.
Yeah.
So that's stepping out of your comfort zone for you.
You know, thinking, like we were talking about Frankie, and he said there was a new comedian and it's going round, it's gone viral, who died on his arse, and I feel sorry for the kid. And he got heckled when he come out, and Frankie said, you know, there's nothing worse. And Frankie told a story on last week about him getting fucking dying on his arse, and you know, it's hard. Did you have that in the back of your mind? What if no one laughs?
Yeah, fucking right I did, yeah. I wrote this thing, I haven't tested it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Have you got anyone who you go to and go,
tell you something I did do?
We use Billy's missus, don't we, kid? We give her the thing and she sorts it all out and she'll say, cut that out, that. And Michelle, she's our man, ain't she, for that? Yeah. Well, our woman.
Well,
sorry, lad.
I've done them 4 shows and then we've got the tour. So I've learned, I know what people like now. Yeah. So I know it's a certain type of comedy they like. But what was I going to say? I don't know, I was going to say something.
Did you come to that event that we done in the podcast event?
Yeah, I didn't stay. I had to go. Why?
You didn't stay to see my comedy event, did you?
I had something on, Bill. I went to support him.
See,
look, I went to support him and it's weird enough.
He hasn't forgiven me, you know. He come in with a terrible
I would have had a potential witness on the stand.
For you.
Yeah.
Where was I going?
He had a terrible comment with me, you know.
I was filming something.
So he went to me, you're not funny.
I was terrible comment. I said, standing there throwing jokes.
I went home, I was thinking,
you said you nailed it.
I nailed it.
You said I had them like that.
He did, lads.
In the palm, I had them like that.
There's going to be comments saying,
I was giving him a bit of banter right on the last pod, and I went, but lad, you're not funny. And he fucking took it.
And the eye roll as well. You know, like a big emphasis on it.
Yeah, I said that's what mates do. We do it all. Me and him. Right, we're in our little crew. We have a few lads, don't we, say? And all we do is rip each other in the morning. It's a good atmosphere, lad.
You
just rip each other.
You can't be sensitive around that firm, you know what I mean?
No,
it's like,
it's heavy firm, mate, with the stick, like, it's heavy, innit?
And it's like, there's a lot of sensitive egos out there who's doing podcasts.
Oh, you can't do fuck all.
If you say the wrong thing to someone on social media, they start spitting bars about you. You know, that's it. You're getting leaded, right? You're getting exposed, you know, so you've got to be careful.
I wouldn't mention anyone, no. It's not even worth it, is it? We're just having a laugh as 3 lads.
That's it.
Here. And all I ever want to do if we come on, look, I'm just come on to have a laugh. I haven't come on to go.
I know, and that's what I always say. That we're not here to put, to like, put people down, but have a laugh.
They're none of my business.
They're not. J. Hardy, they're not. I'm not interested in them, Bill.
And if someone talks about me, that's none of my fucking business either.
No, let this be straight. There's some cranks out there, though.
Lead them to it.
Yeah, lead them to it.
That's not, like, I know people, they've heard someone talking about them, who don't matter. They felt they've had to take action. But, do you know what I mean? So
I know exactly what you
mean.
So
that's none of my business.
They're putting it on you.
Yeah. But if you go...
You said it before, like, in the comments, they can be... Like when someone says something, right, and then you go, why would they say that, Bill?
Because I'm going on by my own experience. Yeah. I would never, if John did something I didn't like, I would never go, I don't even know about computers now.
Darren, if someone's negative in the comments, I don't naturally think there's something wrong with me. I've done something. What I think, what's happened to them to make them express themselves in that way? Yeah. That's what I think.
What I was going to say is, like, I would never dream of sitting there and go, right, I had an email address. I'm going to join this thing because... You know, you can't just write on it. You got to give all details and that.
Well, yeah.
I just couldn't be asked. If I didn't like you,
an example.
I'd go past you.
Here's an example. And I spoke about this yesterday. He had to make amends to the guy. He's probably someone you know, Adam Rowe, right?
Yeah.
Adam's coming on the 15th of October.
Yeah, we're going to have a screen with Adam, aren't we?
If you're watching this, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But I'm one of those sensitive. I'm a little bit sensitive when it comes to, like, not getting a response. You've had a lot. Why are you blanking me, John?
Yeah, I'm terrible.
Yeah, so
that's Billy.
And I'm
that's
the
you,
same.
I have to say to him, lad, look.
If you're not answering me, right, and you see it, and then a week goes by, I start.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I'm being dismissed or.
Why? Well, not necessarily.
I don't. Yeah, but.
Yeah, but why is it got? I know, but so, why is it got to be? Why is it got to be an attack on you? You don't.
It feels like that to me. So what I do is I respond. I don't respond. I react.
Why?
And then I get like...
Because he's come up in a different type of thing.
I was
and
brought up differently from yourself. So when you're getting dragged through the prison system, because you're not
exactly, that's where it comes from.
I think you're getting dragged and you're getting, there's loads of mistrust and letdowns and you suffered a lot.
So it's a rejection?
It's a rejection, yeah. I suffered loads of rejection growing up, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I've been abandoned, let down, put on bricks, rejected. Right, so when I get like... So people might just be like, oh, I forgot.
I've had to straighten them out.
I get people fall out with me all the time.
As your mate, I've had to straighten you out a few times. Go, oh lad, turn it in, mate. It's not like that with mates. What's going on? You know what I mean?
I want to go to war sometimes, though.
You know what? When I was doing this show, Darren, Billy, when I was doing this show, I was just focused on that. And I can name
you blanked me the other day.
See, there we go. But don't take it personal. There's about three people who fell out with me because I was too focused on what I was doing, and don't take it personal.
I can understand
it's
that.
About expectations.
John,
it's
I know where you're coming from, because you know when I was doing a show, like if I'm doing a contest, right? If I'm not doing a contest, he knows this. I'm the life and soul of the party.
Yeah.
And I like to make people happy, and if that means fucking ripping myself, which it usually does, lad, doesn't it? I'm alright with that, you know what I mean? I'm alright for you to laugh at me, right? But when it comes to a contest, fuck off. Mate, once I've gone, you know what I mean? And that's it. I can see where you're coming from. And if you text me, if I'm on a diet, lad, and looks bodybuilders like this, who are top bodybuilders.
You get a form off to write a big script.
Anyway.
Yeah.
You get a big, like a big script, a big full surprise.
I phoned you twice last week.
Yeah.
You get a response like
that. And you fucking blanked me.
But Bill, that's how it is. Once you're focused on something,
yeah,
I'm
that's
focused.
Because you blanked me.
Oh, right. So it's a game now.
Yeah,
it's a double blank.
Mate.
Oh, God.
I didn't see it, John. I don't blank people, mate. If I can respond to someone, I will.
I know, but I didn't think just Billy ate me.
Yeah, but it was off.
Let's let the blank. Let's let it go, innit? Fucking hell, mate.
So, right, and I agree.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We're
but
back,
I agree. You can walk into the gym some age and you think, what mood you going to be in?
Yeah.
And I bet you've had that before, haven't you? Because you go in and you go, whoa.
Because you know
he's
why,
a bit dark here, because you just like, he looks at you, right? I've seen it, and you look
I bet you're the same as me.
You say you got ADHD?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got ADHD, it's terrible, lads, right? They've said to me I can go on the pip and all that with it, right? I've been thingied and all that. And with me, right, I'll go from a day of going, right, I'm going to make everyone laugh. And then a day ago where I can't be arsed today. And I'll just go, whoosh.
Yeah.
And I just can't be arsed.
That's like a bit like bipolar.
Probably have got that as well.
No,
I don't know.
it's
John,
not.
fucking dig up for me, lad.
You've got something, haven't you? It's called supersensitive syndrome, isn't it?
Fucking yours.
No,
that's fucking rich.
Fucking you.
Coming from fucking you,
mate.
No, so if you go like that, you spent all that day making people laugh, being Darren, and putting on Darren the fella who owns the gym. So that fucking changes.
My mate used to go to me.
You're recharging.
Yeah.
And that's why you feel like that. So it's about finding that balance.
Yeah. But then my mate would go to me, where's the balls today, lad? Have you given them a bit? And the clown.
Yeah.
And he went, you're not juggling today, kids. And I'd go, lad, fuck off, I'm shattered. Martin. Me mate Martin would go, lad, how's the clown today, lad? You're juggling the balls for everyone. Because I'm a personal trainer and this gym's private, Jay. So we just I'm on a one-to-one with people, right? So in between sets, kid, the clown comes out. But if I do about 6 or 7 a day,
you're fucked.
He might come in after the 6 or 7, all right, that, and I'm like, no, lad, you know, because the clown's been out all day juggling and he's fucked, lad.
I'm a barber and I can't cut, won't cut hair anymore because I'm John the barber and doing like how many 20 haircuts a day. I've had to be John the barber for 20 different people, and it fucking drains me.
Hey, lad, people don't realise that.
But I can't do it. And I live in Frodsham now because like I don't know, just
do you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I've lived there for a while.
Yeah, kind of coke now.
No, but I like it. I like it. I don't know anyone. No, what I do, I like it when I don't. So I can go. I just like it. You know what I mean? I just like because my energy's man.
Yeah.
You know, and
you don't have to be.
You have to throw on a mad accent when you're in Frodsham, like.
No, just Scousers. You have Scouse offs with people, you know. You know if you hear a Scouse accent in the Sainsbury's, you'll hear a lad and you go, yeah, and give us an echo as well, Gail. And I'll go, Sapling Lynn. And he'll go like that, and then you'll have a Scouse off then. And I always win. He'll just say something, yeah, an echo and a can of Coke. Dickhead.
Walks out. Yeah. My mum's from Bootle.
No,
that's how it's Bootle.
It's in a boot estate.
Lad, I went to work in Wales, right, one time. My mate got this holiday club, the security. We all went, I was a fucking scream. We all went down there, and every Welsh person, even from Wales, were like, Yeah, I can't do Welsh accent. How does you go to Welsh accent?
No, not as good as Frankie.
Yeah.
I'm
Frankie had a good one the other day,
Frankie sort
didn't he?
of, someone said on the
Spanish.
Spanish.
Oh, he has
can't
his
say-
own Welsh accent.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
I thought
It was
brilliant.
fucking brilliant.
But
It was
anyway,
his own one.
Yeah.
Everyone in Wales
Hello, boyo.
wanted to... That's
Come
all
here.
right. Everybody in Wales wanted to be a Scouse lad. Everyone's mad or da were originally from Bootle, and you're
Mate.
like, just be yourselves. You know what? That was one of the toughest places I've ever worked, lad. And I've
Wales?
worked on the Buzz,
Yeah.
Matthew Street, worked them all, lad, you know. But when I worked in Wales, mate, they were tough kids. We had a fight one night, right? And it weren't none of that. Yeah, lad. Yeah, it weren't none of that. It was get outside.
Yeah.
And I went out with some kid, right? He hit me that hard, he gave me cancer. Lad, I'm not joking, he hit me right on the nose, Bill, lad. John, seriously, we went outside and we had the straightener and he went, bingo, and I went, whoa. And he split me nose, right?
Yeah.
And me nose, the lads will tell you who worked with, you know what I mean? And he split me nose and I was like, fucking hell. Anyway, we ended up scrapping and, you know, I'm not going to go, I got the better.
If you ever do merch, you need a t-shirt saying, he hit me that hard, he gave me cancer.
Yeah, you did, lad. I know what, mate. I know
you're
people
gonna
who've
get
got it.
leaded,
I'm
you
not.
get leaded
Listen,
together.
mate. I'm not fucking thinking cancer. Nothing. Look, he hit me that hard. He did. And when I went to doctors, I had this hole in my nose, right? And it just kept getting bigger.
Fuck off.
And the doctor went to me, I think you've got skin cancer. So he goes to me, everyone's like got sort of a
It
cancer
kicked it
inside.
off.
It kicked it off. The bang and the trauma kicked it off. Luckily for me, they got it and scooped it out, lad. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, I never had, you know, we got rid of it and that. But fucking hell, mate, they were hard hitters up there, kid. Honest to God.
Well, they grew
Hard
up in the
hitters.
valleys, they had nothing else to do.
Mate, listen, the tough kids, mate, in Wales, tough kids.
I own
believe
3
me.
older brothers and a fucking twin sister who was always fighting
Most
me.
of them
I got
both are
fucking
local
battered.
Do they, yeah. They're not stupid kids, but that's again, some of the Scousers going, like, we get them coming from the holiday camp, you know, they'd be on holiday Scousers, and he'd think we were Welsh Storm, and there was about 10 of us on there. There was a Lappy club, and there was a club
Where was this?
in Presthaven, and
Right.
it was, I can't remember what it was, but it was like all these log cabins, right? Our mate got us the job there. There was some boss fellas come down, Sanchez, fucking me mate Savo, Desi, Ricky. There was a full team of us, but me mate Mick, and some of them hadn't worked on the door before, so it was just like bringing your mates for a night out, and we had to fucking scream, mate. But I hated it when Scousers had come in the club.
Chip on his shoulder.
Mate, massive chip, and they walk in. Now, they thought we were all from Wales, right? And they come in, they go, no time, not paying this club. And you go, lad, £2. Oh, all right, lads, where you from, lads? Doesn't matter where I'm from.
I think Scousers
Just
do
pay
that.
the £2,
I think when
like all the other people. Oh, I was like, I'm gonna front it here, I'm a Scout. All right, lads,
yeah,
how much is it in here, like? And you go, says there, lad, £2. Do you know what I mean? Stop trying to front things because you're a Mickey. You're a fucking wolf.
Do you know what you think, like,
Scousers do that though when they're out of town. I wonder why they do that. They do it in gas station. I nearly said that. No, but like service station.
Gas.
I want to go for some gas.
But why do Scousers perform when they're out of
I
town?
don't know.
You must you know what I'm saying, don't you?
I've seen it
I've done it
loads,
myself in Turkey. Thought it was dead hard because I was a Scouser. I got fucking slapped. I told you shut the fuck up.
Oh, listen, I had a thing in Turkey though, lad. And I went with this bird. And you know, you're sitting there, I was half blitzed and I couldn't get up to go to the bar. So she went, yeah, I'll go. What shall I get? What? So we went on the cockies and I went, get a fishbowl. And then in Turkey, kid, I said, get a sex on the beach. So the girl goes up and she gets a sex.
My mess. There was a sex on the beach there, lads.
Yeah, so she went up, right, my mate, right, she went up, see fucking my mate. And he went, so she come back white-livered. So I said, what's up? She went, it's all right. I said, what's up? So she goes, when I went up the bar and asked for like a sex on the beach, he went, do you want sex with me? I went, that's it, lads, right, fucking hell, mate. I was fuming. So I went over and I tried to drag my mate over the fucking thing.
you?
Next minute, he blew a whistle. Bill, they just come from fucking everywhere. In the end, I was running down the front of Barnes with this bird, getting legs. I couldn't go to the front all the holiday. I only grabbed him by his head and tried to pull him off the bar. And he blow a whistle and he just come from everywhere. But they were seedy fuckers, you know what I mean? Seedy. I think they're all bumming one another anyway.
Morocco,
no birds there.
Have you ever been to Morocco? Oh, mate, it's heavy. No, it's like, that's similar. I went over there years ago, and I had that experience. You can't take a beard over there, mate.
No.
You just get
all the fat ones they call Pamela Anderson, don't they? They're like, they're made up like fat pigs. Pamela Anderson. And they're like, I'll say it in, girl. Hey,
Rambo. Hey, that's a big shout all the time.
Rambo.
Hey, Rambo. Hey, Rocky. How are you doing, my friend?
Cheaper than Asda.
Cheaper
You're Asda. He said Asda. He knows Asda.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But I hate the way they always used to say as well, Liverpool, chicken and chips. And you think, who's come over here and said that?
Shoebrook. Yeah. Old Swan.
Do you know Liverpool Mafia? And some dickhead's gone, there's an RG on there, he's on my Grafton there. You're like, oh, mate, really? Come on, people go, Scousers going over talking to Turks, mate, talking about fucking shite, aren't they? It's embarrassing sometimes, isn't it, lad?
No, it's sometimes, I feel, the way you said, the answer to your question, John, I feel is like, it's low self-esteem, isn't it? And trying to, like, be the centre of attention. When, in reality, you know,
I think we do. I think we wear it on our sleeve to protect ourselves. Maybe, maybe it's a defense mechanism because
we have been treated like shite, though, lad.
Yeah, but Scousers have all. Yeah, but you've also got a reputation to not don't mess with them. Yeah, so maybe we use that as a shield.
Scouser everywhere you go. I met a Scouser.
I was in London. Listen, at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? It was in Soho. I was in 3 o'clock in the morning. My mates had gone or whatever, and I was pissed walking, right? And I was walking down this fucking street. I'd lost them. 3 o'clock in the morning, and this fella behind me, homeless fella, goes, "You're a far away from home, aren't you?" And I went, "What?" He went, "You a Scouser?" And I went, "Yeah." I went, "How the fuck do you know?" He said, "I could tell by your walk."
Is that what he said?
You could tell I was a Scouser by the way I walked. Yeah, he didn't hear. I was with no one. He couldn't hear.
It's just like a bit of a radar, innit? We get
yeah, Scouser.
There was one in Bangkok when I was away. You know, in the prison.
A Scouser.
Well, he's Scouser. He's from Aintree.
Morton. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Scouser. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like when we talk about being a Scouser, it's like we're from the centre, I'm from the city. I mean, we're not from Frodsham. John.
No, I live there now.
Oh, you live there now, don't you?
He's retired to there.
You retired to there?
I wouldn't.
Nothing wrong with that. Have I? What? You know what I mean? It's like you've got this thing when you're a Scouser. You've got certain responsibilities, haven't you? So I live in Frodsham now, so I'm automatic. If I sleep over the river, I'm now a wolf.
Do you know what? Even though I live,
lads, I moved from round here, and everyone called me a fucking bull. Lads, I've lived round here since I was 40, and I
like it there
for the schools, and everyone was going, look at him, lads, and fucking. You know, you're fucking wolf.
I only sleep there. I'm here every day.
It's like you've relinquished.
Yeah, I've removed from Foxy. You know what I mean? I've tied my links.
What's wrong with
here every day?
There's not. You can't say nothing to me, John. I've travelled.
I know exactly.
I've been everywhere. It's like it's not new to me.
What other responsibility have you got?
Where you from? It's either I was from Speak, from the South End, and that's it. Where am I from now? You know.
You have certain pressures as a Scouser.
Yeah, I told you that's daddy, didn't he?
What are the other pressures you've got to be in a Scouser? You've got certain things you've got to conduct yourself in a certain way, and there's certain things you can and can't do. Obviously, you've got to vote Labour.
I went to Southport once and I asked for... Our kid was painting this house and we were running to the shop because he dropped all paint on the carpet, and I said, go and get some tapes from the fella. So he said, hey mate, have you got any tapes? He went, what, cassette tapes or video tapes?
The Echo, I'll tell you what, soon, give it a year, give it 2. If you buy the Echo, your class as a wool. That's what's going to happen next.
I don't like the Echo, mate.
Yeah.
I
feel like, especially Darren Till's really highlighted that. And he's fucking right. Because they were going to run
a wool's paper, mate.
It is now. It is now.
Should boycott it.
Wasn't he on the Al socials yesterday? Wasn't he something going on? Someone mentioned, wasn't he? That mentioned something about it.
What about the Echo thing?
The Echo, yeah. The Echo have got on it.
I don't know. He was on the socials.
He just had a laugh and a joke, mate.
He's having a laugh and a joke.
Yeah, like us all. The kid had a laugh and a joke, and next minute the Echo were on it.
But
he called him out, and what he done was brilliant. He said, you know what, fucking do your story, do your fucking story, but don't ever do a positive story on me. Write as many negative ones as you want. Don't ever fucking
dare. They do that on most Liverpool kids.
Mate, look at Jazzy, even the Smiths, they've never done it.
What was Jerry saying? He said something about women should be iron.
But the minute some woman loses a fucking parry, it's fucking everywhere. Do you know what I mean? It's not. If a woman loses a parry, it's fucking everywhere.
actually made a show of us, mate.
No, but what I'm
But
saying
they
is...
throw butties on some of the lads who get nicked as well.
Yeah.
All right, they've been nicked, they've done what they've done. But then the Echo throw a butty on, which is pure lies, and make the kids see, on our mates and stuff like that, and make them out to be worse than they are. And it's not, you know, why are you doing that? Why did he throw butties on everything that, you know, really horrible butties on?
Don't let
wanting to ridicule people. Fuck off with all that,
Yeah,
mate.
well, I've had that experience.
That's it.
That's why there's no
You'll
more
do
Echo
something
lads,
positive.
isn't it?
You'll do something positive. You'll do something positive. They don't showcase that.
No.
Then a girl who a girl might do something like benefit fraud or might do this, might do that, and she's all over the paper, shamed, pictures of her outside the court and all that. Do you know what I mean?
But they used to have people. They had a thing called Thief's Corner. And it was people right on their ass robbing a Galippo out of the Iceland and then putting big pictures on of this poor bastard who's robbed a pizza or to feed the kids. Or I'm not saying it's right, lads. You know what I mean?
Of
But I'm
course,
saying,
we know this.
Why are you putting that as fucking headline news? You know, and that it's nearly on. You know, it's on the second page, whatever. You know, is it really putting on when there's more important things happening in the city than some poor man who's been nicked robbing a fucking some lolly?
Have you been in the Echo much, Bill?
I don't read it at all.
Do you know what, right? There's Pete...
You've seen me in it a few times, and there's been...
Oh, back in the... Yeah, but no... No, but like, so if I've...
in a positive light as well.
When I done this men's physique thing, they've done this thing on it. A few other times they've done it, blah, blah, blah. There's people in the... I don't even read the comments. No fucking way. It's what a fucking end your life of. There's people... They start black accounts and they just do it as a full-time thing. Is it?
That's what I said, Jay. I couldn't be arsed with that.
No, I know.
What type of person are you to sit there like, oh, come on.
They must really, really hate themselves.
Yeah,
they must
definitely.
really...
They've got major issues.
Well,
They have...
I went to see John Fury, right, and John Fury was talking about this in Tony Merrill's events. It was about the trolls, you know, and the comments. And he said, you know, I even love those people that put them comments there because they're the ones that need loving most.
Yeah.
He said they're the ones that are really hating.
That's what I said
actually,
before.
That's what you said. So actually write that stuff, right? Yeah, I see. You must have seen something.
Yeah, of course, lads. Yeah, of course.
I wrote something, John. Don't get me wrong. I started typing something up and then I backtracked.
But you know what I always think, Bill? Hey, Jay, you know what I think?
Something inside me goes, you can't.
What responding?
Yeah.
No, Jay, I always think, like I was just going to say, I always think,
I know, but
it's called narcissistic supply.
Swerve it.
So they want they want attention, right? They're not getting the positive one, so the negative one works. I know, but it's easy. It's easy for them to get a negative response. Yeah. It's called narcissistic supply. So if you're responding, you're giving them what you want. But in the process, you're giving your power away. You're giving it to them. They want that. It energizes them. But at the same time, because that's the attention they want. Yeah. That's the thing. They've learnt. Like, they probably drew a picture when they were kids and showed it to the mum, and the mum ignored them.
Oh, so that was me. Oh, fuck. I must be one of them. I sat there once, Jay, right? And you know that fountain by the museum? I've gone put on back in time.
See, there we go. You'll be on the Echo website later.
Everyone's fat. Right? And I draw this picture.
You can beep them.
I draw this picture, right, of that fountain by the museum. And do you remember Tony Art, the gallery? With Morph and all that, and I was there and I was drawing. I can still remember the picture now, and I went, what? I said, can you send that into R2R? Remember, it was R2R, you know, they had all the art. And me and our kid would sit there, and that bit would come on, right, and we'd go, and they showed, let's go into the gallery. And they'd have this little bit of snide music on Tony Art. You remember it, Bill? You might be a bit young.
I know it.
Yeah, and he'd go, do, and we'd go, shit. Good, you know, when you see the pictures like Emily age 5 and all that, you know what I mean? And I went to me mum, and I was drawing it, Bill, honestly, and I went, will you send that? And she went, that was fucking crap. That's crap. That I'm not sending that in. Why haven't I gone round a twist then, if that's the case? Do you know what I mean? Why haven't I took it?
No, but my point is, they draw a picture, show the mum ignores it, so they go and draw a bigger picture, they show the mum and the mum ignores it, so they think, fuck this, and they draw on the wall, then the mum notices it, but they realise it's still a response from the mother, but it's a negative one. That's the thing. That's why
now it's like a workshop class, and I'm learning here. Yeah. I'm learning.
It's more, that's like a reverse psychology then, isn't it?
It's still getting that.
It's still getting that attention.
Yeah. So ignore the comments.
Yeah, no, we do. We don't.
Oh,
I don't feel that we get anything negative anyway.
We've got really, mate.
While we're here, Darren, because we have got like solid support.
Yeah, we have, and I
Group out
appreciate
there
that. I
supports
do
our
appreciate that.
podcast.
They're all good people.
And the comments, we do thank you. We don't go unnoticed. We do acknowledge them.
Billy,
Thank you.
I don't go on it because I don't know how to work computers. So Billy always acknowledges you, and
It's nice.
I haven't got a clue. So when people thingy me, I don't even look at them. So I haven't got a clue. I leave that to Billy.
And there's
does
loads
all
of
that.
people wanting to go for the bevy and think you're going to have a laugh with you, but like, come and train with him when he's on a diet. So right, should we round it up because we've had a good.
Yeah, we have a good.
How long's
chat.
that
We've had
been?
a laugh,
I
haven't
don't
we?
know, but you know
It's
what?
been a while.
Yeah,
Well, it's been
Yeah,
a while,
yeah,
but I just don't want.
Just
Shit.
flew though again. We
It
don't.
does.
Me and him never go right. We're gonna ask John this, and Billy's got a secret thing, and I go. We just talk.
It's
lad.
been pleasant.
Talk, yeah.
Enjoyed this.
Yeah.
It's been lovely to meet you as
Yeah,
well,
nice
Darren.
to meet you, John.
Yeah.
You know, fucking fan of yours, lad, too, watching that thing. I said he done a lot for people in lockdown. Why didn't the Echo write about that? Hey, lad. About this kid having a talent.
How does any-
One of
does
their own.
anyone-
Nah, they
what's
don't
the,
do that, lad, do they?
He's dressed up as a bird,
Mm-hmm.
right? With a beard.
That make you feel uncomfortable?
No,
Turn me on, John.
turn me on. Turn us both on.
So go on.
Could have rubbed beards together, John.
No, but you know what I was thinking? You could not have shaved anyway because the characters.
Couldn't know what?
You couldn't have shaved anyway because the characters all had the same.
Oh no, I couldn't have shaved. No,
So-
no.
I said that though to
Oh, is that
Milo,
what you
didn't
mean?
I?
Because
Last
you've got a
night,
beard?
I put my foot in it there.
Yeah,
I
but
said,
people forget it. People forget.
Because Milo
Had a
grows
muzzy.
it.
People
And he has a
forget
muzzy, and I
it's
said,
me.
oh, do you grow your muzzy, do you? Like a dope, lads. I went, so you don't look like your character, you just grow the muzzy? He went, yeah, Darren, I grow it every night. I was like, oh, fucking hell, mate. He was too quick. He was too quick for me, lads. I was like the dope sitting here. Yeah.
We've enjoyed it.
Oh, we
and,
have. It's been great having him on,
and John, thanks for coming on, mate.
My pleasure.
It's last time we had you on, or had you on, was about 9 months ago.
Yeah.
On Camden.
Got a parking ticket that day.
Oh yeah, so little mention, John, right? Yeah, remember
The shows. Let's have the dates.
your podcast, John, the Family. How are we?
Yeah, the
Family?
How Are We Family and
So
podcast.
you've got a podcast. You
Me
know,
and
you've
Jazza
got
Dickens.
got a few events. So
He's a
Jazza,
cracker kid.
love,
Kid,
you know what,
Kid.
mate?
I don't know. I've never heard anyone say a bad word
No.
about that kid.
He's pure heart
He's
and
just
soul.
a cracker kid, isn't he?
Jazza, mate, you know what, right? You give your heart and soul in that fight, and you know the country were behind you. The city.
Again,
was
everyone's proud of him, lads,
Yeah.
aren't they? You know, you're one of your own.
So
smashing
hopefully
it.
you're going to get back on soon with him, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I've been prepping for these shows. My new shows, the tour, is in October. Jazz is just...
Any tickets left in that, lads?
Yeah.
You know, where people
Yeah,
get the
there's only a
tickets.
few left, but if you go on my Instagram, it's that John May, and there's a link to tickets there. There's only a few left.
Yeah.
But yeah, the How Are We... Yeah, so Jazz has done his... he was in his camp. I've been my thing. Our podcast is a secondary thing. Jazz is a boxer. I'm doing my acting and comedian. So we go back in
Just an
October.
acting comedian, you're fucking writing and producing, director, innit? So
Talented,
it's
yeah.
it's a lot of
Nice one.
pressure, innit?
But that's it, though, Darren. You know, it's like I've been an actor for years, went to castings, done this, fucking like with knobs on.
Yeah.
I've been to so many, and I've got some of them. A majority I haven't. I could go on doing that for the rest of my life, but this is what I've learned. And you've got to make your own stuff.
Yeah.
And I've started filming it on my phone, and it's about developing it and getting better. And you can't stop.
Yeah.
Cliche or not.
Well,
You've just got to
everyone's
keep
enjoying
going.
it, so fair play to you,
And
lad,
with that, thank you, and we'll say goodbye.
Yeah.
John, nice one.
innit?
In a
Nice
bit.
one, John.
Nice
Thank
one.
you.
Thank you.